Zhiyun just showed off their new B series lights at NAB this year, and wouldn't you like to see them? Well, I got you.
Wow.
I think it's fair to say that Zhiyun is typically known for their gimbals, but lately they've been releasing some incredibly versatile lights that have me blown away. Make sure you check out the links in the description below to see some of my previous reviews. My name is Patrick, and while you're checking those links, please don't forget to subscribe. Full disclosure, Zhiyun sent me these lights to try out, but they did not ask me to make a video, and no money exchanged hands. You are seeing this video the same time as them. Well, I hope they see it, and I hope you're watching it, and I hope you both enjoy it. I have the Molus B300 and 500 with me today, but the series also includes the B100 and 200 as well. Operation across this series is consistent. The differences lie mainly in the size and weight, which are areas where Zhiyun really excels. Their lights are incredibly compact and lightweight without compromising on performance. Now, you might be looking at these lights, if you're not familiar with lighting, thinking, what are you talking about? These are huge. And I'm not going to admit that I'm a lighting pro. I'm not. But I will say that I do know that these lights, compared to other lights in their field in the same class, are shockingly small. The Molus B series lights, but this Molus B series of lights have incredible color accuracy, and the weights, like the size, are impressively low. The B100 weighs 1.32 kilograms, the B200 is 1.45 kilograms, the B300 is 2.56 kilograms, and the B500 comes in at 2.82 kilograms.
Wow.
Like I said, these lights are so much smaller than the competitors you will find in the field, which is a huge advantage for anyone who needs to transport their gear frequently. But my first question wasn't about the specs of these lights, and you might be wondering the same thing. What about the differences between the new B300 and the G300, which is another Molus light from Zhiyun? Well, I reviewed the G series as well, so make sure you click the link to that video in the description to watch it, but let me sum it up for you. Both of these lights have similar performance specs. The G300 is a 300 watt light, but it has a max mode that will drive the light up to 500 watts, and I don't need it. It is so bright already, but that's for me. Maybe your situation is different. But the G series is more mobility oriented. It comes with a separate power supply and operating elements, which can both be an advantage or a disadvantage depending on your needs. But in contrast, the B series integrates everything into a single unit. It has the operating elements, display, USB port, regulators, and power connection all built into the housing. This makes it ideal for studio or film set use, where a compact all-in-one solution is preferred. So when I first got the G300, I was looking at it and I was like, wow, tiny, tiny, tiny light about this size, but a separate power supply and controller. Wow, this is more portable. But now I'm understanding that this is actually more portable because it's all one unit, and it just has like and everything is here, everything.
They're in the computer?
Additionally, there's no power adapter on the B series. The light just uses one plug, which is really intriguing. Almost every other light, even your cheapest Amazon desk lights, have some sort of an adapter, but not the Molus B series from Zhiyun. You grab one cable, you grab your light, and you're ready to go. You plug it in, you turn it on, it's good. That all-in-one design is great, but one common concern with lights is fan noise, especially in sensitive recording environments. But Zhiyun has addressed this with a very quiet fan system that won't interfere with your audio. This is a huge plus for filmmakers especially. If you're a photo person, fan noise isn't a huge deal, but for video, obviously, we need to care about the fan noise, and Zhiyun has knocked it out of the park here. On both my G300, B300, and B500, I have never, ever heard the fans on one of my videos. Now, if I put my ear really close, of course I can hear the fans, but I've never heard them other than when I'm trying.
How's bragging camp going?
But there is one other difference, and that is, of course, costs. The B300 is a little over $500, and the B500 is about $700, which makes the B series lights pretty competitively priced. They're more expensive than the G series, but in this field, compared to other models from other brands, they are very well priced. And if you're looking for a lighting solution, this is a great answer for your setup. If you're interested, please use my link down below to shop around. It helps me out a lot. And while you're there, sign up for my email email list because I am sending out great content that you're gonna wanna see. So quickly, let's talk about what comes with the light. This will be quick because there's not a lot in the box, but the light features a standard Bowens mount, allowing you to attach various reflectors and modifiers to it. Zhiyun Tech also offers their own range of light modifiers, including a lantern, a parabolic softbox, octa softbox, and a stripe light. The stripe light is my favorite, but having that Bowens flexibility is going to allow you to try all sorts of configurations. I added this B300 to my everyday desk setup, which is really easy to do with the open ceiling in my office, and I'll link all the things I use to do that down below. But I connect a super clamp to the ceiling, I attach a double ball head clamp to that, which allows me to position the light perfectly above me, and operating these lights is incredibly user-friendly. So when I got the G300, mounted it the same way. When I got the B300, mounted it the same way. It's perfect. It allows me to position the light how I want. It's never failed me. I love both of these lights. But using the lights, they only have two knobs, one for adjusting the light output from 1 to 100%, and another for setting color temperature between 2700 and 6500 Kelvin. You can make precise adjustments or quickly jump to standard values with a simple press of these buttons. Now, the G series has a completely separate control that you see on most lights in this category, but all the B series lights controls are on the light itself. You can, however, buy this separate control that connects to the USB-C port of the light. Personally, this feels like a massive afterthought. Don't get me wrong, it works just fine, but it doesn't feel very rugged. And the cable that connects it to the light, I mean, it's pretty short. Clearly, they weren't making this a priority. But what's really cool is the ability to control these lights with a smartphone app. You can adjust brightness, color temperature, and even group multiple lights for synchronized control. This adds a whole new level of convenience and versatility to your lighting setup. I have to control yourselves. What is going on? Personally, I added all of my lights to their ZY Vega app, and it makes my setup and filming process seamless. So let's put this thing to the test. Like I said, I can control the light using the ZY Vega app, and personally, I'm sold. But let me show you what I mean. So I've gone ahead and mounted my B300. I've added this big old diffuser to it. I've plugged it in and added it to my ZY Vega app, and it took about, I'm not exaggerating, a minute. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn off my G300, which is mounted up here for right now, and I'm going to turn on my B300. Now I have my B300 set to 100%, so it's gonna come in strong. Prepare yourself. Whoa. Now, obviously, it's facing the wrong way, but you can see how bright this freaking thing is. 100% is probably not the right call. Let's just bring it down to more of a standard. Now, again, I don't have it mounted like my G300. Oh my gosh, look how bright this thing gets. Oh, let's change some of the color temperature on it. Wow. I personally, I'm sold. Like I said, I am sold. This light is a straightforward lighting solution. It is a little bit of a what you see is what you get, but so often that's exactly what we need in a lighting solution. No frills, just what we need. So I am sold on the Molus B series light, but lighting is not the only thing we need to make good videos. Am I right? So don't forget to watch this.